Welcome to another episode of the Special Sauce podcast, where we take a deep dive into the minds of very talented, very creative people and find out exactly what makes them so good. My guest today is the wonderfully talented triple threat singer, actor, dancer, Cassie McIvor, everybody.
Thank you.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you so much for being on the potty.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming all the way to Carrum
I know it's very far away from anything.
Now, Cassie, each episode, what we like to do is we get you to write down what you think your special sauce is, and you hand it to me, and then I'm going to write down what I think your special sauce is, and hand it to you. You're quite uncomfortable with this, aren't you?
I hate it.
Yeah, why?
Because I have to be myself.
Yes. Yes, you do.
And it's better when I'm singing.
Okay.
No one's paying to hear me talk.
I'll be the judge of that.
Okay.
Thank you. May I have your special sauce, please? I knew you were going to do a silly one.
It's a good one.
That's why I made mine so serious.
Okay, sure.
Cassie McIvor's special sauce is that she can breathe through her nose and mouth at the same time.
Correct.
Where did you learn how to do that?
Well, I didn't know until I got older that I had this power. But this is the secret to being able to hold really long notes.
Is it? So like when you're singing, you're breathing back in?
Yeah, you often here we go, I'm going to get a voice lesson
Yeah, please,
now.
a voice lesson.
Often when you breathe in through your mouth, it goes into a higher part of your lungs. Breathing through your nose goes deeper into those beautiful, juicy parts of your lungs. And so what ends up happening is if you can breathe in through both at the same time, you can fill your lungs a lot faster.
That's fascinating.
Yeah, so I can fill my lungs super, super fast and then hold it for a really long time.
That's quite a talent. Don't you have to do that playing the didgeridoo as well?
You do, I believe.
Is it called circular?
It's a circular breathing.
Yeah, circular breathing. I'm very technical. It's quite a talent. I don't feel like a lot of people know how to do that.
It's quite interesting. But I used to find, like when I was at school, there were a lot of stairs in my high school. And
How do you know? Sorry to interrupt you. Sorry, go.
There we go. And a lot of people would get to the top of the stairs and be out of breath. And I wouldn't understand why. Especially now I see it when I teach a lot of dancers and they get to the top of the stairs and they're exhausted. And I'm like, arguably they're a lot fitter than I am. And for some reason I'm able to not be out of breath. And it's because I have control over my breath.
You got a whole other access hole, basically.
A whole other extra lung. And I found out when I was living in Japan, I used to go and see this masseuse called Godson. And he used to put his hands over you and go, you don't breathe out of your left lung. and then he would fix you. And I discovered that I wasn't using half of my lung capacity at all. So most of the time.
How did he know that?
Well, because he's Godson.
He's Godson.
Everyone would go to him and get all kinds of amazing help with their bodies. And he was like, this is the problem with your posture, is that you're leaning this way and you're not expanding enough this direction.
You're crunching on a lefty.
Air. Pretty much.
And now do you breathe into both lungs? You have excellent posture. You really look like you're accessing both lungs right now.
I do not have excellent posture.
People say that as you walk past.
They do
she looks like she's running on both lungs, that one.
Well, yeah, so this part I don't breathe. So so if I have something like that, when I'm consciously thinking about singing, which isn't very often, I am thinking about breathing into that extra lung.
Do you want to read my special sauce?
Oh no, I'm going to hate this. Okay, here we go. Cassie McIvor's special sauce, quadruple threat. She can sing, she can dance, arguable. She can act, dramatically. But the fourth threat is the most important. Oh no, you give a shit. You answer the phone sometimes. You arrive on time sometimes. You've rehearsed the things you need to most of the time. And when you're booked, the rest of the cast is elevated. Well, that's really nice.
That's nice, isn't it?
So we'll just pop that right there.
First of all, how does that
That's horrible. Making me feel
horrible. No, it wasn't even that bad.
No, it's very nice. It's very nice.
Yeah.
That's all true.
Mm.
Stop. It's horrible. I hate it. I wasn't trained to take compliments. I only know how to not.
I think one of the hardest things in working with really talented people is that that's all they're talented in, and the rest of their life falls apart a little bit. Like a lot of performers, if we text for availability, you don't hear back for like a week. There's not a lot of the other parts of your life together, but I feel like I never have to think about that with you.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's not how I feel
Really?
at all. No, I feel very untogether. I think a lot of, and I think this has happened once before, where I've come into a gig and we've been working together, and you've gone, oh, you're so together, and I'm like, I should have seen me 10 minutes ago. Like a very not. It takes a lot of work and a lot of effort to appear together. I'm very not together at all.
Do you think most people are like that?
Sure. I think we all have a mask, don't we, Brihony Dawson?
Are we going to get into the mask early?
You know, everybody has the mask that they put on or adorn in order to, you know, exist in the world. But I think that is not to say that there's not authenticity there. Mm-hmm. I think that I was always brought up to be prepared, to be as on time as possible. I think I most of the time I am on time where I go, but it takes all of my brain capacity to get places, to put things together, to do things. And I think I've been accused in the past of things looking very easy, or things, you know, someone said to me once, "Oh, you don't really, you shouldn't have to work very hard because it'll be easy for you." And I was like, "Oh God,
it's easy for me because I've done the reps, man."
Well, certain things can be easy, but because you've done your million hours on something, but most of the time it's not. It's hard lemon hard. Like it's
hard lemon hard.
Oh yeah. So
yeah, the hard lemon.
Easy peasy lemon squeezy.
Yeah.
You know.
You said to me earlier that you called your parents and asked them what your special sauce was.
Oh yeah.
What did they say?
Well, at first, you know, I think Mum was on the phone and she's like, very kind and you're very... I was like, Mum, it needs to be like fun and funny and, you know, cool. And then the next thing you know...
You told your mum it's got to be fun, funny and cool. And what did she write?
And then Dad's like, you're being self-deprecating. But that could be like one of the good things.
Yes, Dad, it's how we do comedy.
Apparently I make people feel welcome.
I would agree. Yes, Mum.
And I make people laugh with my skits, my accents and parodies.
Your skits.
Apparently.
Your accents.
That came from Dad, so I don't know. And he's like, just relate stories in an amusing way. Why let the facts get in the way of a funny story?
Are we going to do a full SNL episode on the podcast today?
We can. I think when I'm most comfortable with people is when the crazy comes out. And that's actually how I love to be with my best friends, is as relaxed as possible.
What's your go-to skit? I don't know if I've ever seen you do an impersonation. Who do you do? What's your...
Am I doing an impersonation of myself right now?
You're the mask within the mask.
Yeah, I am. I adopt a personality on stage, I suppose. We all have our Sasha Fierce, don't we?
Mm. If you had to play me as a character on this podcast, what would you go?
Just being really cool, being really... Good hair. Oh, the good hair.
Yeah.
Don't miss the good hair.
You've still got great posture though.
Mr. Burns, here we go.
I want to talk about the first time I ever saw you perform.
Oh.
Which is weird because most people in the industry I've known for quite a long time. I worked in music theatre and then I was at Crown booking lots of talent and then obviously started Evie and performing myself. And then... I don't watch a lot of TV, but on this particular night, I have no idea why I was watching the TV.
Well, we were all in lockdown. We had nothing better to do.
And you were on The Voice.
Yes.
And then I heard your little, there were nights when the wind was so cold. And I was like, who the fuck is this bitch? It was really good. I was like, wow.
Thank you.
Wow. I got to remember to
to reach out.
Yeah, follow that up. And then it was at Emerald Jones's birthday party in St Kilda.
Yes.
And you were like, hi. And I was like, oh my God, I watched you. Yeah.
Yeah.
How was the Voice experience for you?
great. I had a great experience on The Voice.
Did you win?
No, not even close. In fact, the better I sang, the more they kicked me out.
I have the same problem.
My voice experience was great. I have been asked to go on those types of shows for quite a long time, both here and in the UK, and I'd always gone, no, I'm not really interested in that, for this very reason. That you have to
God, you'll chat to camera about your life story.
There's and things that you have to do all the time and to create a story, and I just sort of maybe never thought that my story would be particularly interesting. And I was actually quite close to going on it the year prior, but it just didn't work out, and I was in Germany at the time, and then it never happened. But then we were in between COVIDs, so I said yes. And it was a shorter version, which I liked. There was no battles. It was a shorter time, so you didn't have to give up more of your time. And the way that I went into it and the way that they spoke to me was in a way that was they understood that I understood what this was.
Yeah, got ya.
Which was nice. I was like, I don't want to be produced.
Yeah.
Don't produce
Spoken to
me.
like a professional.
Yeah. Well, it's really difficult going on those shows, especially when you're younger and you don't have a lot of experience and they need fluffing. So essentially it's a lot of, you can do this, I believe in you, just follow your dreams. And I'm like, mate, I don't have any dreams. Let's get this.
I don't have any dreams.
I know
I'm
what
withered.
this is.
I'm angry. I've got red hair. Yeah.
I was more about, I want to go on, sing what I want to sing, look the way I want to look. Which was hard because there's times where I had to fight for certain things. Nothing though, no matter how much you've performed, can prepare you for the stress of that moment. I was pretty sure that people were going to turn around because everything leading up to that point was guided in that direction. And then if you don't get that, then you're like, oh no, this could really be embarrassing.
Yeah.
What if I go on this as a professional artist and I don't get a turn?
And is that what you're thinking
Terrifying.
the moment
Before? The moment.
There are nights when the wind was so cold, and I banished every memory you and I had ever made.
We absolutely love it here because we often put it into a deck and pitch to clients for Evie, and there'll be like random times during the week where you'll just hear from someone's office, there were nights when the wind was so cold. Can you give us a little bit of it?
There are nights when the wind was so cold.
Oh,
And you can hear the the crying sound is very Celine.
Yeah.
But Celine swallows a sound, which is crazy because she also projects it so much. But she does a, so which almost goes a bit Cher, so forgive me. There were nights when the world... She's very... Oh no, now it's just Cher. I've lost her. She's not in me anymore.
she is. You
Celine's
have it.
gone.
You said Cher.
But Cher is here.
Yeah. Okay. Do Cassie doing Cher, doing Celine.
Look at my microphone. Do you believe in life after love? There we go. That's as much as I've got.
You have sung it a lot. The videos had like a lot of views also.
Yes.
Do you think you have made as much money as Celine has from that
Just
song?
about. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Celine.
That was actually the first time that song had been sung on any voice ever in the world.
Really?
Yes, they've done it heaps since, but that was the first time that they'd used that particular song. And it continues to kind of go viral quite a lot.
One of my favourite things about working with you is that you're very versatile. As a performer, as a singer, anything like that. You're like, yeah, so I'm going to like fly you across the room and then I need you to, be in a really tight costume and I need you to hit this note and then I need you to come down and do a thing. And you'd be like, yeah. I did that a couple of years ago in a volcano in, Tahiti. And you're like, oh, okay. I feel like you've done a lot.
Yeah. I don't know if I often stop and look back and think about it very often. It's always nice when I get to talk about that with a real person because then they can go, oh, wow, that's really exciting. I was like, oh, yeah, it actually kind of is. So it's pretty cool. So I've always been a yes and.
Yeah.
So they're like, do you have a problem with heights? Absolutely not. So
But you kind of do a little bit.
So I don't love them, but I just say yes and then figure it out later. I thought if Nikki Webster could do it, then we could
If old NW can do it,
then
can have a crack.
Then we could do it. It was always, can you do this? Yes. Figure it out.
Yeah.
And so
It'll be the same. Do you think that's because we're born on the same day?
I know.
I was fascinated when I found that out. I love finding out the similarities that I have with people, like born on the same day.
Yes.
But then totally found out that we went to the same uni as well.
I know. It's crazy.
One thing I love about working with you is the fact that you are obsessed with music theatre.
Yeah.
Which I think I am as well. You're
I like being able to talk about it.
Yeah, love being
together.
able to talk about it. I've got another friend, Hayley Russell, who's a very good friend of mine, and she's music theatre obsessed, and we hardly ever see each other, but all we do is send music theatre memes.
Yeah.
Do you have a dream role that you like in music theatre?
A few. I always wanted to play Norma Desmond in Sunset Boulevard. I would just love to live in her fantasy world a little bit, adorned in some fabulous murder robe, you know, like a divorcee robe.
A little murder robe.
Yeah, and she like keeps the company of young men. It all ends in tragedy. It's quite sad actually. But anyway, it's there's some beautiful music in it, and I'd love to do the revival version of it that Pussycat Doll did.
Nicole Scherzinger.
Yes.
She's got a great voice.
Oh, fabulous.
Fabulous.
I would also love to do one of the roles in Death Becomes Her.
Oh, yeah.
I did Wicked,
Yeah,
but not the full version. But I did
Wicked out of
Japan.
uni, didn't you?
Yeah, straight out of uni.
Yeah.
That was my first big gig out of uni, and then I left and did that for almost 3 years.
That's a long time to do a show.
It's a long time to be green.
Yeah.
You find green in places that you just should not find green.
Yeah. And like knowing you now, I'd be like, there's no way you're putting green on your face.
Oh, look, you don't necessarily turn down a Wicked contract, but being Elphaba is not easy.
Yeah.
It is not easy for any of those girls. You give up your whole life
Yeah.
because it's so vocally, physically, emotionally demanding. Everything is green on you. Like, just that's taxing, so it's not quick.
Do you get, when you're doing the show, do you get angry at other people because they're not green? Do you ever go, oh, you don't have to,
Well, you know what was...
you don't have to sit through this fucking green?
Well, what sucked is that when we had multiple show days, everyone would go, oh, we're going to lunch.
And you're like,
And I'd be like, well, I can't because I'm green. So I
Did
can't
you ever go to
leave.
lunch green?
I never went to lunch green, no. But there have been times where I have covertly left the dressing room and gone into the public with glasses and a hat and a mask. But not green. You can't get away with the green. And they would never let you
They
in.
would never let you.
And I wouldn't want to because it spoils the magic of the fact that you are green.
I'm sure some days you went, fuck the magic, fuck the fantasy, let me be green. Yeah.
Well, I was almost green. Well, we talked about being green for that one gig that we did.
Yes, we didn't.
But the couture designer,
We do not.
dress designer was like, not green.
We don't do green on the couture. I absolutely adore Wicked. I think it came out when I was at uni and everyone was singing it. And this was back in the day, we didn't have digital music back then. We put it on the little disc, the Discman. And it wasn't until I went and saw the show that I realised that I only had the first disc. That I thought the whole of Wicked finished when she like took off and was like, like, and then she goes, and I thought that was the end. And then I'm sitting at Wicked the musical, and I was like, wow, that was a really quick show. We're just going there, like it's intermission, and I was like, what? And then I sat through a whole show that I knew nothing about.
Yeah.
I was devastated.
Yeah, I got to say, if there's a half to know, like that's the good half.
Yeah, it is the good half.
Like the second half is
there's too much going on.
exposition.
Yeah.
They're trying to connect a lot to
Connecting a lot of the dots.
Wizard of Oz.
Oh, yeah.
But it's good. That I like that. I think that's the best part. the show that we did in Japan finished on that. It finished on Defying Gravity.
Did it?
And we finished in the end, except it wasn't that then. We weren't allowed to do anything different, my God.
I can't even. What was the original? The Adina?
That's it.
Oh, and then the chorus comes in.
You weren't allowed to do anything different.
Nothing different. You had to just do it.
No, straight. But we were allowed to do, because the sheet music is different from what Adina Menzel did. So there's a couple of things that Adina didn't do that were written in, and if it was written in, we were allowed.
There's a lot of like licensing and stuff. And,
and Stephen Schwartz came out to make sure that like this was his production. They wanted to test this version on the Asian audience to see if it would translate, because in the Western world that we grew up in, we understand The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of like the Asian world didn't grow up with Wizard of Oz, so they didn't really understand the story. They didn't know if it would translate, and it turned out it did. People were obsessed with it. I've still got beautiful like little things that people made for me, like little cutouts, lookalikes.
Oh wow!
Fans, mugs,
Yeah,
photos.
fans.
Oh my God, so much stuff, which was very, very cool. But yeah, I remember finishing up on the lift, and then this big curtain. The curtain would fall at that point, and the curtains are meant to look like flowy and breezy and beautiful. They have chains in the bottom of them. That's why they are able to. But like, I had literally these, depending on which way, because sometimes the wind would get in, and I remember being hit in the head with these big chains.
With the house curtain. Oh my God, that would knock you out.
Yeah.
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 And you were up a lift.
Correct. It's
after
especially when you've done something and it's so dramatic and like, yes, and then you go, smash. And then your microphone's smashing and then everything else is smashing. And then it falls between you and the lift. So now it can't fall properly and you're stuck there and, you're like, you lose all your status trying to solve the problem. Oh, man, the stories from that time. Because it was all in Japanese too.
Wait, hang on. You sang it in Japanese?
Some things we sang in Japanese, but all the dialogue was in Japanese.
Stop it. So you had to like learn Japanese, or you just had to learn how to say the words in Japanese?
本当にオズの魔法使いに会えるなんて信じられないわ. I still remember it now.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What did you just say?
I said, this was when we were singing One Short Day and you come out and you're like, I'm excited to see the wizard, essentially. Don't quote me on that. But that's essentially what yeah.
Wow, I feel like that would take so much longer to learn.
We had 10 days.
What?
We did that show in 10 days.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
In Japanese.
In Japanese. But so what happens is you learn it. Actually, Japanese, like phonetically, is great to sing in. So you learn it and then the meaning eventually comes behind each word. You start to understand as you go through the run.
Wow.
Yeah, I actually can't believe it. Again, that was like one of those things. Someone just said, this is what you have to do and you just go do it.
Like, yep, 10 days, no worries.
Yeah. So,
Lock
of course,
yourself in.
8 of those I panicked and stressed. And then just like spent the 9th day in full like panic learning everything. And then,
Wow.
And then we went up. And then I went back to Japan several times and did several shows there. And probably one of the hardest shows I've ever done was in Japan, in Tokyo.
Which was what show?
It was called The Song of Mirage.
Wow.
And I was called the Diva, fitting.
tell me more.
And I was dressed in bright yellow garb, mermaid fishtail, big headpiece, headdress, no hair, quite strange. But Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy were all there.
The whole team.
They were all there. And the diva would sing everybody in. And it's probably the hardest show I've ever done, vocally. It was literally the highest, loudest thing. Yeah, it was hard. It's hard.
Lucky you
Hard
can breathe
sing.
now into your left lung. And
Yeah.
the
I
other.
definitely needed my left lung for that. That was one of the hardest ones.
On a show,
Yeah.
I think what normal civilians don't realise is you have like a little family, basically, cast, crew, all that kind of stuff. There is showmancers, like there is gossip central. on the shows. I've seen it like people leave their husbands, be with someone else, have that relationship, get married to that person, leave that person, start another show. Like it is intense, and I feel like makes you go a little crazy sometimes. My friend Alex was at Moulin Rouge, and she was like, I had to get out of there after a year. And they do 2 shows a night every night, except for one night, I think. And so like that's a lot of shows. And there are some women who had been doing that show. I think Moulin Rouge did the same show for, I think, about 15 years. And there were people that were there for that whole time.
You have to, what's hard is keeping the material fresh, because you don't want it to just become, you don't want to like clock off and clock in, that kind of, you have to find new ways. But I find doing shows like that, it changes over time, and you find new ways, you find new challenges. When it comes to the personal side of it, that can be very difficult, especially when you do these contracts. I did a contract in Macau for a couple of years, and you become extremely close with these misfits. You know, and they're actually going to do a television show about us because we were living in this ginormous house, this huge mansion with a pool in it. Like inside the house, in the kitchen, there was like it was crazy.
You're all together?
Just the leads were together. So we were all living together and doing this show, and I was the chanteuse, the vocalist, and that was everybody brought in their own special sauce, and my special sauce for that show was variety. So I came out and sang a rock song, and then a pop song, and then I did an opera. We did the song from Fifth Element, and we did the whole aria beforehand.
Oh, amazing.
Into the crazy and all that. So that was my contribution to the show, I suppose.
Did you ever have any practical jokes that you would do on stage? One show that I worked on, I think we were about 6 months in, and there was a bra, and the bra got passed around on stage.
I love that.
And you had to conceal it, and whoever ended up with the bra at the end of the show had to buy the slab. And the crew were in on it, the cast were in on it, and it was hilarious until the director found out and cracked it. But anything like that?
People used to do that more on me because I being the one with the microphone, if anything goes wrong, it's your fault, no matter what. Lighting's wrong, it's your fault.
Yep.
Sound is wrong, it's your fault. Dancer fucks up, it's your fault. So I was on ears, and I had about, I don't know, it was something like 25 channels through my ears. So I not only had all the music,
you were stage managing on stage as well?
Yeah, we had everything. So then I've got the stage manager like coming through to me, and sometimes the musicians on both sides of the stage were able to talk to each other and to me. And so most of the time, that was helpful when they said, oh, Cass, we need more time, give us more time. So I'd go out and bullshit more.
Yeah.
But
we love those ones.
Yeah, but they would mess with me a lot in the ears. So I'd be trying to be serious and sing something, and it'd be like, blah, 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 blah. Like,
I would find that so difficult.
It makes you become quite good at being able to separate.
What would you say is the hardest sing for you?
There's a few things. I don't like singing high. Everybody always wants you to sing high.
Because you sing high really good.
Sure, I don't like it. I like quiet and low and soft and intricate. I'm never afraid to lower a key. One of my calling cards is singing The Impossible Dream. And The Impossible Dream, the version that Jennifer Hudson did. But Jennifer Hudson's version is like in the rooftops, in the rafters. That doesn't highlight the best parts of my voice. That only proves that I can sing very, very high. I lowered it and it's down in this like deeper part. It's way more colourful. It's more emotive. It hits people harder that way. I get more of a reaction from doing that than just singing really, really high. So I always tell people, if it's too high, change key.
One of the songs that everyone is talking about right now is Ray's Where the Hell Is My Husband.
Yeah.
And it's very, very hard to sing because not everybody's used to going not even Matty Charles. But do you do it? Do you nail it? All right, Let's do it.
I'm doing lonely acrobatics, unzipping my dress at 2 a.m. and I'm tired of living like this. He must be out there getting ready, try to fix up his tie. Hello, that's where your wife is. Wait till I get your heart going. I'ma turn it up too. For how much I'm about to love you. No one above you. Pray until the Lord to hurry you along. Baby, I intend to rush ya.
Yes.
And then I'll do the ring part because that's probably more impressive. I would like a ring. I would like a ring.
Do it as one of the lead characters from Cats.
Oh, my worst musical of all time.
Worst musical of all time.
All time.
Why are you introducing new characters in the final 10 minutes, Andrew Lloyd Webber? It's silly. It's silly and it's a terrible show.
I would like a ring, I would like a ring, I would like a diamond ring on my wedding finger. I would like a big and shiny diamond that I can wave around and talk about it. And when the day is here, forgive me, Lord, that I could ever doubt it. That kind of thing.
Yes. Love it. You also know how to yodel.
Yes.
Is that correct? When did you learn how to yodel?
I had a copy of Leanne Rimes' first album. I think she recorded that when she was 16. And you know the song Blue? Blue, oh, so lonesome for you. Why can't you be blue over me?
Yes.
So yodeling is essentially like flipping between your registers. So
Yeah.
that's essentially what it is. So you're just crossing through your break.
I love a good yodel.
Yeah,
We don't hear enough yodeling.
I try to teach yodeling because it is a very, very good tool to learn how to land notes. When you land on a note. So for example, coming back to Celine. So you get that, she does the, can you hear those yodels?
Yes, I can.
Or as we call it, it's like a crying in.
A crying.
A cry sound. So you're getting the, it's less in the pocket than that, it's almost like a little, I could talk about it for hours.
At what age did you start singing? Like, how did you know that you were...
Zero.
Zero?
Yeah.
So when you were crying as a baby, you were like, meow.
I was like, Mom. Yes.
What did you do to nurture that?
I mean, I sang a lot growing up, but there was a lot of listening. And the key to good singing, kids, is ear and having a good ear and listening to lots of different music, getting lots of inspiration from a lot of different places.
I never had
Ear training.
good ears. Well, I did. It was Furzy who trained my ears because we spent so long in LA, and I was always interested, like when we were recording and doing this kind of stuff, and I would listen to these certain things. And now I hate it because I'm the pain in the ass vocalist at every gig who's like, this sounds like shit.
It's good.
How do you not know?
It's great. It means
what
when
to
you're
do?
on the gig, I don't have to be that person. Because trying to talk to, a predominantly male industry about sound, most people don't take you seriously.
No,
And
they
it's
just think you're being a bitch.
Yeah. The more specific terms you can use to make, it does help. I think a lot of sound guys are going, hey, how does that sound? Does it sound good? I was like, I don't know. How about you actually listen?
Yeah, here's the pack, mate. Oh, I didn't bring any buds. I'm like, well, yep.
It is very difficult having to be that person, and I'm grateful.
I want my sound guys to believe in time travel. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's how into sound they are, that they're like, where does it go?
Yeah. The hardest part is dealing with people who don't give a shit.
Yeah,
So maybe this is true.
it is.
Did I just tie everything together?
And that's all we've got time
Thank you
for
so
today.
much for being here today. And that is the special sauce.
I want to wrap up by asking you a couple of things, because I know you teach as well,
Yes.
and I find that confronting to think about for myself,
Oh, yeah.
because I am not a teacher, and I find it fascinating that people do that and enjoy it.
Love it. No matter what level, I like watching people be able to achieve things that they didn't think they could do. I think that when it comes to singing in particular, especially growing up, a lot of people are told things about their voices, like, oh, you got a bad voice, don't sing. And then that sort of manifests. It's not just about performing arts. There's a lot of psychology involved. And I love connecting with these people. I think there's like a certain, I mean, I love working with professionals because then we get to do like really fun stuff.
Yeah.
But what I like about working with like young people looking to pursue music, or being in a studio with someone and working on getting their best vocals or whatever is being that person in their life that maybe I could have used.
Yeah.
As someone who is sort of not a parent, not a parental figure, and you often don't get to reveal your true self in front of your parents. I think the greatest compliment I can get is if someone is just themselves in my presence.
Yeah.
So if they can maybe connect through music, then it's great. So I'm fulfilled.
And if you could have a coffee with 15-year-old Cassie, what wisdom would 58-year-old Cassie now impart onto 15-year-old Cassie?
Oh, I would impart earlier that your vulnerability is the key to your success. Everything on the other side of fear is everything that you've been looking for.
Okay, I'm going to come to you with a philosophical conundrum.
Okay.
The potential you see in other people isn't real. It is the projection of what you would do in their position.
I think that there are lots and lots of elements of seeing yourself in someone else, which then can drive you, especially in a teaching zone, to be like, come on, if I had that talent, if I looked like that, if I could do that thing, I would do it.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
And of course, the biggest lesson from that is that talent is nothing without execution. That person has to want it for themselves. And that is actually one of the hardest things about coaching is that ultimately you teach them everything and you have to let it. They have to do it. Tenacity over talent every day of the week.
That's how I get gigs.
Yeah, absolutely. But also, like, it's curiosity too. A student said to me, oh, you know so much. And I was like, well, not really. I just, like, I'm fascinated by things. If I want to know something, I go and learn about it.
Okay, Cassie McIvor, we have your rapid fire questions.
Okay.
Are you ready? Here we go. What was your first email address?
Catalina 1234567
Best song ever written?
Nature Boy, Nat King Cole.
Worst song ever written?
Anything from Cats.
Gayest song ever written?
Anything by Kylie Minogue.
Oh yeah, that's good. What lyric do you wish you wrote?
To the world you may mean one, but to me you mean the world.
Oh, that's nice. If you only get to listen to one song for the rest of your life, what is it?
Crawling from the Reanimated album of Linkin Park.
Linkin Park? Yeah, okay. Little hidden gem there that you saved for the end, didn't you?
Yep.
Okay.
Most people wouldn't think that about me.
Cassie McIvor, thank you very much for being on the Special Sauce podcast.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely adore you. You're not going to go anywhere though, because we're going to get you to do Guilty Pleasures. You're going to do a country song for us, and it is Before He Cheats by Carrie Underwood.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you for having us all today. We're going to get a little bit southern.
I sure do appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Do it.
Cassie McIvor.
Wonderful, wonderful.